Hi everyone, today I'm here with my new hair. I don't know if this is going to be the first video up, but I'm here with my new hair for the first time and I'm filming a Get Ready With Me festival. Today we're going to a festival called Beer Fest, and it's not technically like a festival like type thing, but I thought I would go with it as I've never really done one of these videos before. Let's put my trusty old MRP headband on. Now I have already moisturized my face, and today I've used the Model Co Daily Face Mattifying Sunscreen and Lip Balm. This is one that has SPF of 50 in it, so it's really important to make sure you do use sunscreen in your skincare routine, especially when you're going to be out in the sun all day. And make sure your face is protected. It's really important. So I've used that one today, and today I'm using the Rimmel Lasting Finish Primer, and I'm just going to rub that everywhere. It's actually quite warm today. It's going to be 28 degrees Celsius, so I really want my makeup to stay and everything. I'm going to be using my MAC Pro Longwear Foundation, and I know I've used it in a few too many videos lately, but honestly it stays on me and I don't want to risk it today because I'm going to be out in the sun all day. One of my favorite ways to get dewy glowy skin without actually having a dewy finish is to use a foundation with an illuminator. So I mix the two together and put it all over my face, and the finish is just incredible, especially with the MAC Pro Longwear. So this color is NC35, and I've just put some illuminator on the back of my hand, and now I'm gonna pump out some foundation and then mix it all together. I never usually do this, but I will today. And then apply it. This is the Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm not really using any kind of technique. I'm just kind of like maybe like circular motions, like buffing it into my skin, and then I'll go back in with a bit more to just cover up all the imperfections and everything like that. So a little bit more foundation. I really don't like the way that like my makeup sits on my skin when I have a spray tan. Does anyone else have that problem? I feel like it just looks so cakey, and it just doesn't look as good as it usually does. Which is why I brought my damp beauty blender with me, so I can just bounce that over and hopefully it will let it settle into the skin. That's why I don't put foundation on the back of my hand, because I've got so much product on there that I'm just wasting. I can't stand that. You just need to bounce this around your face. You don't need to wipe it or do anything like that. I don't know. It's just really easy to use. I'm going to mix a bit more. My skin doesn't look very good today. I think it's because of the spray tan. Like, it goes so funny on my nose. I've been really loving using the beauty blender. It took me a while to actually see the benefit of using it, but now that I see it, I've been using it a lot more just to finish off the foundation. And today I'm using the Bourjois Healthy Mix Concealer. This is in the shade 51. Don't often use this one, and I know when I first got it I was like, oh, it's a little bit too drying, but it actually has really amazing coverage. This one might be a little bit too light for me today, but I'll make it work. Like, I would even say that this is similar to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. The other thing about the Beauty Blender is it is fantastic for quickly, easily blending out your concealer. So you just dab it on, and then that's pretty much done. And if you need it just like a little bit more coverage, like for those under eye circles that I know I have, just go in a bit with your finger and kind of like pack it on. I'm going to use your ring finger because it has the least amount of pressure in it. And you want to be quite gentle with the area. You don't want to pull or drag the skin. To set it underneath my eyes, I'm using my Australis Fresh and Flawless Porous Powder in Deep Natural. Oh no, this one's natural, sorry. So this is the lightest shade. I'm just taking it on this brush, which is a crown brush, tapered blush brush. And then for the rest of my face, I'm using the darkest brown colour. This is the old packaging and the other one was the new one. Just set the rest of my face. This powder definitely gives a bit more coverage and it holds everything in place. And I do tend to have oily skin, so it keeps that away as well. I will definitely take one with me though. And I'm back on the Hoola bandwagon. I don't know, I just love the pigmentation of this, the color and everything. I know it's not really dark enough to contour with, but you know what? It's almost there and it's really, really amazing. So I'm just going to do along my cheekbones. I like using the NARS Eyeshadow brush just because you get that smooth, crisp line, and then I just blend it up. Just blend it up like that towards the temples there. And then I like to do my jawline as well because I don't really have a lot of definition there. So just on both sides, just you lightly want to put it on first and then go in, and then once you've got that line right, and then blend it out. And you want to blend down with the jawline as well. And then I like to do the forehead as well. I don't know why some people call them the temples. Like, I'm pretty sure your temples are here, whereas like this is your actual forehead. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I just like to blend that out there, just like with the most product around the edges of my face, and then blend it. And then the nose as well. That foundation's really not sitting well on my nose. I wonder if this will help it. It's that goddamn spray tan. I think that made it worse. What do some people say to apply the powder with your damp beauty blender? I don't know how this is gonna work. Holy crap, that really works. Let's try that then. Is this what some people were saying to do this? Well, there you go. You can definitely do that. Two of my favourite blushes. Milani's Baked Blush in Luminoso and NYX Blush in Terracotta. So this one's a really nice brownie. It has a little bit of shimmer to it as well, or a nice sheen. And this one is just beautiful. It's peach, it's gorgeous, it's just amazing. So I'm going to blend the two together. So on the apples, and then I'm going to work it up towards the temples. See, temples is there. I'm not going to let it go. I'm going to actually, I need to Google it. And then I'm going to take some Terracotta. If you know a blush that has like two of these colours kind of mixed together as one, let me know. I probably do have something similar in my collection, but I just love them. Nice rosy cheeks now. I've been obsessed with this lately. It's MAC Soft and Gentle. Sorry for using it all the time. I can't help myself. I just think it's stunning. Time for eyebrows, and of course I'm using my Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade. I always like look to see if I get that right, and I do. So I'll comb them out. I just had them done this week, but I think there's still a few little stray hairs. I'll just get them suckers. Someone actually did say, oh, I should do a video on substitutes for this or something, but I don't think there is a substitute. Brows are just, I don't know. Like, I found this product work for me, and I know some people are like, oh, you know, I can't afford it, but it's around $20 on Beauty Bay or something like that. Beauty Bay, I think. So by the time that you've already bought a couple of pencils or other products or something like that, you know, you could have bought this. It's really not that expensive in the long run, and you get so much product, and it works like nothing else I've used before. So like, I mean, it's obviously everyone's choice, and everyone doesn't have access to buy things online. I totally get that. For me, my choice is this because I know that it works. And I do have a NYX gel thing to try, but I don't think you can actually get it in Australia. Like, sometimes you just can't substitute quality, or, you know, not even quality, but some products that work well for you. And then I'm going to set it with my Australis Tint My Brow. This is in the blonde colour. Now, I actually don't even plan to change my brow colour, even though I've changed my hair. I don't think I need to. I think this hair, it is quite red on the top, but it is going to fade. It just needed to be that, ooh, that red, so that my hair wouldn't actually go green. And if you've gone from blonde to brown or even darker, you know what I mean. as usual, Essence I Love Stage eyeshadow base. I've just been obsessed with the same products, so I'm really sorry that I'm using the same ones. And this is so cheap, like this is only a couple of dollars and it works so well. Today I'm going to be using the Chi Chi Bronzers palette, and I haven't actually used it before. I've just swatched it, but that's what it looks like. Now there aren't any, there's black matte colour. So I'm going to use my Hoola bronzer as my transitional colour today. I'm taking on this BH Cosmetics blending brush. If you don't have a transitional colour, just use a matte bronzer. I really like this colour in the middle, this copper colour. I'm going to take this copper colour. Why is this wet? Yep, it really was sitting in something. Great. Now I've got hair goo on my eyelid. Cool. Try and take that off. Of course that would happen to me. There's just like this stuff sitting here that I got in this Bella box. It's just like open for when I need to put it in my hair. Let's try that again. Look at the mark it left. Whoopsies. Okay, let's try that again. So I'm going to put this on the outer part of the eyelid. That's so pretty. This brush is really great because it kind of does the blending work for you. So rather than using a flat brush or a pencil brush on the edge, you can kind of just press it in there and it'll kind of blend it in for you. Yeah, I'm going to use that on the lower lash line as well. And I really love this brush for the lower lash line because, as I said before, it just really easily blends it out for you. Now I'm going to go in with the next colour along, which is this one here. It's a little bit darker. I'm going to put that on the lower lash line. Also going to put it on the outer crease. So just turning the brush around and focusing on the outer part there. I'm going to bring it in a little bit there too. So around the edges of that lid, on the outer lid. I'm going to use this colour here on the inner corner, well, on the like inner corner of the lid. And then a bit on the lower lash line as well. I'm going to mix these two colours here and put them on the inner corner. So this beautiful gold with that lightest colour. And I'll use that lightest colour. Wow, that's actually really nice. As a brow bone highlight. And blend it all out. It's really good if you're not too sure if it's blended, just to take a really close like look in the mirror, but just keep blending it together if you're just unsure. I'm just going back over the outer crease with that darker colour again. Might take a bit of this red colour here, reddish colour. I don't know what you'd call it, but this one here, not the really burgundy one. I'm going to take a little bit of that and just on the very outer edge, outer lid, I'm going to place that. Just kind of press it into that outer crease just to deepen everything up a bit, and on the lower lash line as well. This might be like too much makeup for someone going to a festival, but I just wanted it look like really nice and bronzy and smoky and everything like that. Like that's the look that I'm going for. And I'm going to touch up that colour there. I'll just use this Models Prefer Black Cat eyeliner on the waterline. Oh, that's not working. Well, that's not working as good as it usually is. There we go. And on the tightline as well. I might actually take this colour here. That actually isn't a black now that I'm looking at it. Put a little bit of black eyeliner on my lash line, and then with the shadow I'll smoke it out. So just really close to that lash line. And I'm going to take this eyeliner brush from BH Cosmetics, it's an angled one. And I'm going to run that along the lash line. And just spread out that pencil. And then take a bit of that shadow, that darker matte colour. And run that in there. And then I'm kind of going to drag it up. So just pressing it into the lash line and then dragging it up. My eye is flinching like crazy. It's okay. I'm just keep applying some more colour and drag it up, and that'll smoke it out. Just keep kind of building it up and then blending it out, dragging it out. And then I'm going to do the same on the lower lash line, really just close to that lash line. On that lash line actually. And then just keep like dragging the brush along that lash line, and that'll smoke it out. I've turned it on its side just to help along. It's kind of like, to get the smoky lash line, it's kind of like blending, like you just need to go back and forth. And today I'm using my Maybelline Colossal Volume Express Cat Eyes Mascara. It does say waterproof, but for some reason whenever I wear this, it always ends up down here. And I probably shouldn't be wearing it anymore, but I just love how it applies. It gets to every lash, and I don't know what to do. Maybe I just need to use the one with another formula or something, because it kills me that it just always ends up halfway down my face. I reckon my lashes are growing, like all the long ones are falling out. So I reckon they're getting a bit shorter and there's not as many of them. But I always think that, and then I upload a photo and people are like, oh my god, your lashes. Then I'm going in with the Rocket mascara over the top, just because I want to give them like a coating, just in case they do decide to, like, I don't know, go onto my under eye area. And this also gives them a little bit of volume as well. And I don't think I'll wear falsies today. Oh no, it's got that everywhere. Okay, so I have been using this Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner in Addiction lately, and it's like a deepish, it's a deep nude color. So I'm going to draw that around the edges of my lips and then fill them in. The only thing is, it is quite, see, a crumbly formula. You have to be very careful. And now I'm going to be using this Models Prefer Nude lipstick in the color Nude, and I'm going to put that in the middle. And then I'm going to use this Model Co lip gloss. It's one of the ones with the light up and the mirror. Just use any nude color. And yeah. That's the finished look. I think this makes my eyes pop so much, just the warm tones, and even like changing my hair, like I really think it's just like bam. I love the lip color as well. I really like this palette. I think that turned out really well. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already. I put out a couple of new videos a week, 3 or sometimes 4, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.